Hello and welcome to Tyranny. So, let's speak with first Landry. Finishing the last pen stroke of the note running about his left arm, Landry looks up at you with a note.
Not to steal your glorious day in the sun, but I must say, now all my notes on you are suddenly worth 10 times their weight in iron. My journals will melt the linens off the ladies, I tell you.
Watch it, old man.
What's that you say? Buxom, nubile lasses with an interest in old men who know history. You need a definitive tractatus on the trials and tribulations of the Archon of the Tears. Ha! Well, you're in luck.
Is there any lick of sense in what you're trying to say here, Landry?
I think one can safely conclude that you have the Overlord's attention, and that of the Tears. Soon, all of Tyrantus. You realize, I trust, I hope, that nobody other than Kairos has ever cast an edict until you.
Also safe to assume that Kairos will try to solve me in some fashion. No. Yeah, let's just say this.
His decree forcing the Archons to fight each other seems like his opening thrust. Kaleo mentioned the Archon of Ruin was dispatched with his army of Plagueborn. If that's true, the Overlord is certainly not amused. At the same time, if you really were a meaningful threat, you'd have already been the victim of an edict, or bled in Mark's daggers. So this has me rather curious. Just what does the Overlord wish to do with you?
We will find out soon enough. We should get going. Do you happen to know when Kairos first cast an edict?
Good question. In parts north, it's commonly held that Kairos' Edict of Dust was the first, but it was cast in the year 11. It was just the first edict to ripple across the whole of Tyrantus. If you lived somewhere that used to have antelope, you probably think that's the first edict of the Overlord.
Interesting.
But here, the answer is given to us by the Overlord's own sense of posterity. Year 0 of Kairos' calendar is said to correspond to the day Kairos went from warlord to wearer of many crowns. A victory won when the first Edict of Storms shocked both the Cloud Barons and the realm of Medrev to capitulate.
Antelope is an animal. When did he say antelope? Oh, somewhere that used to have antelope. Yes, we know what an antelope is. Yeah, let's ask it anyway.
Yes, or it was, at least, until they were all wiped out by the Edict of Dust. Or that's as best we've pieced it together from the records. From what we've gathered from their skeletons, they were some sort of mute beast man that ran on 4 legs.
Do you know anything about the Archon of Ruin?
Only by reputation. Pox helped bring the Northern Empire to its knees a century past. But when that conquest was over, her army was disbanded. The disease-carrying army of the Plagueborn make poor peacekeepers. As you could likely guess, Pox holds mastery over illness, infection, and disease. If Kairos is sending her, it means the Overlord's mercy is exhausted. For such magic won't spare those trying to surrender.
Are you sure history hasn't just edited out or forgotten those who could rival the Overlord?
Well, I have a hard time believing that someone would cast an edict and not have it noticed.
Yes, but maybe a rival casts an edict. Kairos kills the rival, takes credit for the events.
Well, as of now, I've seen with my own eyes that the Overlord is not unique in this regard. And I suppose you're all the evidence I need to throw suspicion on the record. Now, if you are right, that implies the Overlord has no qualms silencing and murdering those who pose a threat. In your case, at least my written record of you might survive. See? I'm being optimistic.
I appreciate it. Now fall back in line.
Indeed. Once again, I find myself wishing the days and nights would slow down just a hair. Never enough hours to journal these dense days. Let us be on our way.
Who's next? Ebb.
Hail, mighty Archon.
Don't do that. Ebb salutes you with a nod, prodding her staff to the ground as she stands, inattention. What the hell's wrong with you?
Your newfound power runs in the face of what I thought I knew. All my life, I've been told Kairos alone can issue an edict. And yet, here you are, proclaiming mastery of the lands just like the Overlord.
It is fortunate then that you are sworn to me.
If watching you slowly descend into power-hungry madness is the definition of good fortune, I consider me blessed.
You are considered.
Your newfound power runs in the face of what I thought I knew. All my life, I've been told Kairos alone can issue an edict. And yet, here you are, proclaiming mastery of the lands just like the Overlord.
Perhaps there are others besides me and the Overlord.
I should certainly hope not. Tyranny isn't large enough for Kairos, and it's certainly going to get very interesting if the two of you start waving your edicts to and fro.
I would have felt if someone else were proclaiming edicts. I knew when this one activated the spire. From what I know of Kairos, the Fatebinder is definitely a wrinkle in some carefully laid plans.
You're just adorable. If anyone has cast any color than the Kairos in the last 431 years, I'm certain we would know. There would have been witness and evidence that we talked about this Landry. Much West sages would have heard of it.
Your newfound power runs in the face of what I thought I knew. All my life, I've been told Kairos alone can issue an edict. And yet, here you are.
You mean his powers?
Glare at what silently.
You say that now. Let's see if you still feel this way when the reality sinks in, and your mastery of this newfound power solidifies. The world now bows to your mere utterance. Each day you will grow stronger, while the world becomes weaker in comparison. Put another way, if I could do what you do, the world would be at the mercy of my depravity. Cursing the name of Ebb, Archon of Fecund Fluids. Let's hope your moral sextant isn't as crooked as my own.
Just so you know, if you ever become a powerful overlord, change your name. It's simply not menacing Ebb.
Your newfound power runs in the face of what I
let's
thought.
say enough about
What
me.
is it you need?
Nothing. What's with you?
Good day, Fatebinder. It's always nice to see you.
Thank you, nice to see you
What
as
do
well.
you need?
Nothing. Right. I will only ask once, kid. I have to say. There is? Kid, I have to say you never did play by the rules, but now you've ceased, even proclaimed to serve the Overlord, to which the Abjugator is not amused. Unfortunately, the chaos you have wrought is causing an unsanctioned edit hinders out campaign in the tiers, and parents for the threat of Kairos rule on the tiers. But do not fear, Tunon will preside without bias, and order me to execute a sentence that is fair in the eyes of a law, and only if you are found guilty at the trial. But I can promise you this, if you want to live, I would be unwise to ignore this summons. If any, when you first wish to speak with other Archons, to beg mercy, will not prevent you, but we would encourage you to refrain. At our behest, the voice of Nerat and Ganache are also waiting the consequence of your bold-faced rebellion. Benmark, Archon of Shadows. There is something unusual about the ink on this master. Let's hold it over candlelight. Kid, have to say you never cease to amuse. Unfortunately, you have B. Tyranny will order me to execute at the trial. If you want to live, ignore his summons. And first speak with me. At the ash we ate, Mark. Let's speak with Mark. Do I trust him? No. But he may have some advice. He, after all, did help me achieve my greatness. And it's archived. Huh. Speak with Belden Mark. Travel to Tunon's court in the Bastard City. So we have Cacophony now. And Iron Hearth. Wasn't it here? Infested Oldwell. No, 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 no. Where was it? Here. Ashwood. 3 days later. We went right through Ironhearth, so I'm surprised they didn't ambush or attack me in the process of going. Some abilities allow your party members to attack multiple times. The dark silhouette before you concludes into the form of blade-and mark daggers. Held either hand, the Arkham Shadow steps forward to you with a confident stride.
Fatebinder. No. Archon. Welcome back to Ashfield. You've been busy.
His eyes brighten with interest.
You cast an edict and became an Archon of something different indeed. You're not some wild talent breathing fire, pissing mercury, or transforming into an animal. You're tapping into the Overlord's vein of magic.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Not many can walk as we do in the darkness. Not many could keep their sanity in the state of internal night. Because you've proven you can, I'll give you this. The written testimony of a sage in witness at the edict of Nightfall's proclamation several centuries ago. Figure out how to cast it, and in that region will be unstoppable.
Now there isn't an Archon in the Tiers who isn't considering how best to handle you.
No. And what about you? Are you also wondering how to handle me?
I handled you long before you became an Archon. We're on the same side. Mine.
Is that so?
You always have to have it your way. Fine. We're on yours. The point is, I'm not the Archon you should be worried about next.
So level with me. What would convince you to swear fealty to me over Tunon?
If you want me to forsake the old man, you'll need to do what he ought to have done ages ago. Slay the voices of Nerat and Graven Ash. If you're as powerful as I fear you are, let's see you put that strength to good use and rid the world of two festering problems.
I wouldn't expect you to make such a decision lightly. I'll return when the work is done.
Good hunting, Archon.
And thus, I left. My hunt for the Archon of Secrets begun. The voice of Nerat shall fall by my hands. I was gonna say by blade, but I am gonna use my hands, so... Yes. The hollow masses of Nerat's horde resides here, amongst the dry, rocky plateau clustered in the stone sea's outer rim. True, not resembling a traditional fortress, the Archon's chosen base of operation is exceedingly difficult to assault. But it is still possible. Alright. stay here. Maybe I should have taken verse with me. Whatever the reasons. Laundry. Thank you, but I am going to... I said bow. Why aren't you using the bow? Here, try to attack him. Everyone gather around. It's time for us to end this story.
Easiest to evade.
Right, let's use the illusions. I totally forgot about this spell. Laundry, heal me. Then enchant my hands. This one's near dead already.
Do I really need to?
Yes, yes, please do. Still burning for the next second, 10 seconds, no 5 seconds, okay, 5 seconds of burning. It's not really that hard to maintain. Stun this one. Return to the source. Why don't you use this on this guy? You? What are you doing right now? I don't know. Try to freeze him. Okay. Barely injured this time. Interesting, very interesting.
Hey, nobody saw that, right?
Yeah, burn there, burn. Wait, are you near dead actually? Yes. Forget him then. Attack this one. How about I break your skull a little bit? Laundry. Well, you should be dead any second. There you go. And I gained a wound. Why? How? Yes, that was absolutely necessary for you to do. No current conscious.
That attack didn't work.
It will work. Don't stop attacking.
That attack didn't work.
That's how it's done.
Thank you, Laundry.
No one will know I was there.
Okay.
No one will see me.
What is this? On the subject of the spires. Dear Malachor, based on what you've told me, it seems a stretch of belief that events are mere coincidence or circumstances. Kairos edicts or execution was set up of someone to claim Ascension Ho. To think that Kairos did not know what would happen is a massive underestimation of the Overlord's long view. You have been thrust into the arena of mighty. Your opponents are retreating to obscurity, suicide, or rising to the occasion. I suggest the third option. If I were you, I would use my connection to the spire to see if if they will awaken your presence. Every tribesman sees the spire at the horizon. If they know you are the master of the spires, they will see you each time they look on the sunrise or sunset. Come on. Foster a reputation for power makes others fear you. This is what I've seen Kairos and every living Archon do for as long as I've lived. And there are reasons for this. There is a practical case that power and reputation isolate you from the threats. But there is the lesser known element that I can't prove, but I know in my heart to be true. The fear and love of others will straighten your magic. This last part I've inferred with the discussion with Belden Mark in a few times he has spoken his gruesome work of slaying those who might rise to threaten the Overlord. He has hinted that it's easier to kill the rogue element before they become famed and fearsome. In my lifetime I saw Gavin Ash change from a militiaman to a fearsome general, and I can assure you he did not have the power to shield his warriors. In those days, when he was without title or reputation, the Archons will never ever discuss the origin of their power, because such knowledge might be used against him, and I have known all the Archons to be obsessed with the preservation of power. Your connection to the Spires will all but guarantee the Archons will want to control, to destroy you. It's a question, if not when, starting thinking and acting like an Archon. As far as I'm concerned, you are an Archon, the Archon of the Spires. We are quick to place labels on powers we easily spot, and history is played with Archons of fire, ice. It is foolish to think that there must be a word for a thing before the Archon can control it. Other way around, the Archons show us what is possible, and we must step to their dance. Miothis. Thank you. I think. I wasn't actually paying attention, I was only reading it.
You want me to be subtle? Fine.
Okay. Well,
Your days end here.
I see an advantage, great, just I hit for some damage. You gonna keep following me? Doesn't seem like it though. Okay, let's try again. Hits poisoned for 55 seconds. That's an entire minute of poison. Now. Okay. Now. Fire doesn't suit you, does it?
Omit that from the record. Pay attention, kids. You might
Reputation
learn
ability
something.
unlocked, Scarlet Core's Rot, Purge Blood, what does that do? Extending a target causing them to hemorrhage blood, taking large damage that ignores armor, and long-lasting bleed effect. Okay. That's one of you guys dead. Critical hit. Poisoned for 2 minutes. Well, almost. Let's say minute and a half, right. He is injured though. I suppose you're still bleeding. Can I take you down though? Should I try even? Oh, it's only 3 of you. So let's take you down. You guys attack this one. Actually, I will take you down, you guys attack this one. Ep. Is my illusion dead? No, it's actually... yeah, I did restart it.
As you wish.
Tell me when it starts bleeding. Use this on me. Static charge. Yeah, static charge. What does that do? Oh, that makes my weapons right. I do remember that I had this last time. Control force. I still control illusion quite well, say. You're still just injured, you're near dead. Okay. Oh my lord. That looks very powerful. Let's try to disarm them. Okay. Now I'll burn you. For a good measure. And Ed killed him.
No one will know I was there.
Good. Let's kill the last one and I'm gonna end the episode. You guys stay here, allow me to do my job. Can I have 2 enchantments at once, actually? Apparently yes, okay. Let's see how powerful you can hit him. Well, hit him, hit him. Oh my lord. Poison, deal damage to health, gain 1 wound. Static charge hit for 25 shock, control lightning just went up. That was way too fun. Oh, okay. Now, let's end the episode here. Final judgment. He summoned you to his court to stand trial for your actions in the tears. He can go and kill himself. No, actually, I will kill him myself. If he wants to speak with me, he can do so at the edge of my blade. Right. See you all next time. Bye.